What Churchill, Hemingway, and Margaret Thatcher ate for breakfast. Famous people had their own idea of a healthy breakfast. For example, 1. Winston Churchill. Churchill mixed whiskey with half a glass of soda. With a sip of this drink, he usually began his day. He continued to drink it until dinner. Churchill had breakfast in bed. It was served to him on 2 trays. On one tray was a poached egg and cold meat. There also was toast with jam and butter, milk and coffee. Another tray had grapefruit, sugar, and orange juice. The breakfast ended with a morning cigar. During the war, only canned milk was available. Churchill didn't like it and drank wine instead. 2. Ernest Hemingway. Hemingway woke up at 6 a.m. His favorite breakfast was poached eggs with salmon. After breakfast, he actively wrote until noon. In Cuba, he started the day with a glass of champagne. 3. Margaret Thatcher. Thatcher preferred light breakfast. She had half a grapefruit and a cup of strong coffee. Thatcher noticeably lost weight before the election. Rumors began to circulate about her diet. 4. Thomas Edison. Edison was broke when he moved to New York. He went into a restaurant to exchange a packet of tea. Edison got a hot apple dumpling and a cup of coffee. The humble meal became his lifelong favorite dish. 5. Victor Hugo. Hugo lived in exile on the island of Guernsey. There he adopted a consistent writing routine. At sunrise, Hugo slurped down 2 raw eggs. He had a cup of cold coffee and began his work. 6. Mahatma Gandhi. Gandhi fasted for long periods of time, but before fasting, he usually had a simple breakfast. He had porridge, goat milk, and cocoa. 7. Solomia Krushelnitska. Krushelnitska had breakfast after a morning promenade. Her breakfast stayed the same from her childhood. She had a glass of milk and a bun with honey or butter. She sometimes added a little coffee to her milk. 8. Walt Whitman. Walt Whitman ate a meat-heavy diet. In the morning, he ate oysters and red meat. His diet concerned his writer friend, John Burroughs. He recommended cereals and fruit instead, but Whitman ignored his advice. 9. Claud Monae. Monet grew his own produce. He planned menus with the seasons and kept food journals. For breakfast, he ate sausage, toast, and an herb omelet. He had jam and tea for dessert. 10. Albert Einstein. Einstein ate at least 2 fried eggs every morning. He also enjoyed mushrooms and honey for breakfast. Honey was delivered to him in a pail. 11. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Mozart's favorite foods were sturgeon and pork cutlets. Once his friend brought him a capon. Neutered roosters were considered a delicacy. Mozart ate half of it right after waking up. 12. Leo Tolstoy. Tolstoy was a vegetarian. For breakfast, he had oatmeal, homemade kefir, and eggs. He likes scrambled eggs with mushrooms and eggs in a tomato. His wife bought 20 large eggs, specially for him. 13. Jane Austen. Austen had breakfast at around 10 a.m. She ate a moist, dense pound cake. She washed it down with tea. 14. Marcel Proust. Proust had breakfast in bed. He had coffee with milk and a croissant. Proust stayed in bed and wrote there all day.